This is Benny. He's a standard poodle. And today I'm going to be trimming his top knot. It's really kind of a mess. Look at all this hair here. See on the side? I was going to let it grow way down to here. See, he's got a lot of hair. He's got a lot, look at it. Like a massive amount of hair all the way down here. It's just getting too long and too much for me to maintain. Look at you. He just looks like a ragamuffin. See, originally I was going to grow it and tie it up, but I've cut all the hair in front of his eyes because it just kept growing into his eyes. And then I thought, well, I'll leave it short and then just tie this part up. But I have a puppy and all they do is play and rip each other's hair out. So he hasn't been bathed. And what I normally do is, because he has so much hair, I'm going to cut some of this off first and then wash him, dry him, and then finish the top knot. It's actually kind of easier to trim like the bulk of it off when it's, dirty and kind of like it's landed where it would normally be before it's blow drying and put into place. So I'm going to take some off now, wash and bathe him, and then finish it up. And hopefully his top knot will look a lot better. He looked like a rock star though. And look at his ears. He used to have beautiful thick ears. The puppy, Shimmer, she's ripped out the majority of his hair on his ears. She's not pulling as much, so hopefully they grow back. And I might just have to trim off the bottom because they're very raggedy. This hair has less hair, or this ear has less hair than this one. They were beautiful before. So what I'm going to be doing is, I'm just getting off the bulk. It's not going to be a perfect trim right now, but at the end it'll be much better. So when I lift up his ear, he's got all of this hair here. Look at that big chunk of hair. So I think I'm just going to start with that. He doesn't need all this. I'm just going straight across to his ear. There you are, you're looking better. Then do the other side, lift that up. Look at all this hair he has there. Let me see. Oh, much better already. Now he's got a hair hanging over his eyes. That's why it's good to cut it, before you brush it and all that, because you can see which hairs, grow over his eyes, fall over his eyes, because once you got it all brushed and fluffed up, and you're placing it where you want it to be, it's just different than when it's hanging naturally. I like his eyes to be clear, because sometimes he gets allergies and his eyes run, so I don't want any hairs like poking into his eyes. Oh, you're looking better already. Look at you. And look at this hair just falling flat. So I'm going to just trim a little bit of this. And where does it start above your ear? Maybe this side. This is all like falling right here. So I can see where it was growing, like the shorter hair. So I just trimmed that. Just a little bit. Not too much. I don't want to trim too much right now, because I do want it to look nice after. So just the bulk, so I don't have to be having to dry all that hair. So that's a lot of brush and the hair is so long. This is like 4 or 5 inches right here. So we're going to trim. Let me see, honey. Maybe just a little bit. Looking better already. So look at all the hair he has right here. This is really long. It's probably 5-6 inches long right in here. Look at that. So all of this, that can come off. I'm going to give you a short top knot today, well, medium length. So I'm just going to take some of the length off. It's way too long. And what I do here is I like to blend it into the body. So I'll do that a little bit later. I'm kind of doing it now too, but let me see. Just checking the other side here. You want to turn around, baby? Now on to the other side. I have to shave the face too, then he'll look a lot better. But this is looking much better than that big old mop you had on top of your head. Hey, baby? Yeah, more of a classic look. Beautiful. All right, so now I'm going to give him a bath and dry him, blow dry him, fluff him up, and refinish that top knot. He's bathed and dried, brushed out, combed out. Just trying to comb everything up so I can trim it good. But I can see all the stick-ups and all the pieces that I missed. But, well, that was going to be expected because it was just a rough cut. But now with the blowout and everything, it shows what needs to actually be trimmed. These hairs actually look longer now that the hair is cut like shorter on this side and they're combed and everything. They look longer, but this one still looks shorter. Alright, so as you can see, if you put them this way, you can see all this hair. That's all sticking out here. See that little one white area? He's got a little patch of white hair right here. I think it's the cutest thing ever. So I'm just going to pull that a little bit forward, and basically what I do is I look at his silhouette and I'm just going to trim just what I see, what is overhanging. I don't want to go too close because I don't want to make him look like flat right here. What a good boy you are. So pretty, huh? Yeah, she's so pretty. Now I like to look at them straight on to see what needs trimming. Just trying not to get my head in the way. I'm just going to clean up these lines here. Just trying to find the line. It's been a while since he had a line here. Just the line goes over the ears here. And then I just kind of like work my way up. You can always fix that after. Try to make both sides look the same. Now I'll just turn his head down. I'm looking at him from the side. I know it's hard for you to see because the camera's in front of him, but I'm looking at him from the side and just trimming like, you know, what I see. sticking out like a silhouette trim. Just the edges for now. Let me see, baby. Lots of combing is always involved, of course. Take that off. I don't need that there. It's too much hair. It's not even part of your ear, is it? No. I need my curved shears for this. I like to use the curves so I can blend them into the body here. I'll probably be doing this a little bit shorter later on because I haven't trimmed his body yet. So when I trim the body, I'll probably take a lot of this off and then blend it in after. There's a lot of ways you can blend this in. It's basically blend in. You can just, you know, end it here, or you can go further. I like it like this. I like the curve. And then turn my curves around. Let me see, baby. Curves come in handy for when you're doing, well, curves, any round areas. I use the straights a lot. I can still make curves with the straight, but the curved shears really help. And each time you comb, you will still see lots of stick ups like I do right here. Just when you think you're finished, you're not. I like to go short around his eyes. Turned him around, just check on the other side. I combed him again. You see all the sticky uppies. There, I don't want to go too short here. I got one closer to make it look like he's got a flat like the back of the head. It won't look good. I think some of this hair needs to be cut. Yeah, right here. That looks better. You see? That one looks lower. Right here. Let me see. There, that looks better. Oh, it's so pretty. There. Much better? How's he look? There, now he doesn't have like a mop on his head anymore. You look so pretty now, so handsome, huh? Yes, there you go. So that's how I do a top knot. But look at his ears look better. I think I'll just tidy the bottoms here. Not so much on this one because it looks shorter than the other one. This one though. And he's still got long ears. They're just a lot thinner than they used to be. Because of the puppy, of course, pulling them out. And maybe this hair right here sticking out. There. Oh, so beautiful. So beautiful. A groom poodle is such a sight to see. And here's the side, the neck. This is just loose hair here. I'm gonna go over that again. So I do the top knot. I don't go so flat at the front. Go up and around the ears, down here, and blend into the body. Just got to be careful when doing the sides that you don't go too close, because then it will just look like a cone instead of round. So it's kind of hard sometimes to do the sides. Even I mess up. But yeah, if you're just learning, keep trying. Just think round, the curved shears. And go check out my links down below in the description of some poodle grooming equipment. And subscribe to the channel if you haven't already to see some more poodle videos. Okay, and then there'll be a grooming playlist on the screen that you can go check out and watch all the grooming videos. Hey, you ready? You want a treat? You want a cookie? Cookie. Okay, say goodbye. This one's my scissor. There. There's a beautiful boy.